Summary of the Annual General Meeting Minutes dated the 11th of May 2023. 1. Chair Pat Stack opened the meeting and CEO Colin Brummage covered housekeeping and an overview of the meeting. Questions were asked about having hybrid and otherwise more accessible meetings. Pat said this meeting would consider changing the constitution to allow hybrid meetings. 2. Apologies for absences were given. 3. The minutes of the 2020 AGM were approved. 4. Treasurer Reza Rashad presented 3 sets of accounts for periods ending September 2020, September 2021, and March 2022. Reza said the income and balance figures in 2021 were higher than usual because of special grants given during the COVID-19 pandemic. He added that CDA had a healthy amount of unrestricted funds. 5. Questions and points raised by members about the accounts. Members asked for the information about the accounts to be provided in simpler language. They also raised concerns about CDA's yearly council rental bill of £100,000. Colin said he believed we would be able to pay this from our room hire income, and in addition to that we were receiving grants from Camden. Fundraising ideas were also talked about. 6. Resolutions. Resolution 1, to adopt Raymond Lee as CDA's examiners for the next financial year. Resolution 1 was agreed, but 3 people didn't vote. Colin said resolutions 2 to 7 were about voting in CDA's 5 trustees and validating the decisions they'd made since December 2021. Colin apologized for doing this late and explained it hadn't been possible to hold votes on trustees in December 2021 because the AGM had been cancelled owing to attendance levels. Colin explained that the impact of COVID through 2022 meant we didn't have the resources to set up an AGM. Colin added that these 5 trustees were technically not trustees as their places hadn't been firmed up through elections, although in practice they had been working hard at their roles. It was agreed that each trustee would be introduced to attendees before votes took place. Resolution 2, to appoint Priscilla Isles as a trustee of CDA. Priscilla was voted in, 1 person didn't vote. Priscilla was voted in. Resolution 3, to appoint Joy Palmer as a trustee of CDA. Joy was voted in, 1 person didn't vote. Resolution 4, to reappoint Pat Stack, chair, as a trustee of CDA. Pat was voted in, 1 person didn't vote. Resolution 5, to reappoint Reza Rashad, treasurer, as trustee. Reza was voted in, everyone voted. Resolution 6, to reappoint Mary Hines as a trustee. Mary was voted in, 1 person didn't vote. Resolution 7, to approve the decisions made by the 5 trustees since December 2021 and backdate their status as authorized trustees to the 9th of December 2021. Some members said the decisions should be acknowledged but not accepted, given members' lack of input and awareness of those decisions. Colin said the resolutions were legally watertight, though he conceded he was asking members to take a leap of faith. Resolution 7 was voted through, with 1 person voting against and 4 not voting. Members talked about trustee recruitment and raised concerns about the lack of deaf trustees. Colin said efforts had been made to attract deaf trustees and a fresh recruitment drive to fill management committee vacancies would be made in July 2023. 1 member said he didn't want to wait until July for a chance to become a trustee. Colin welcomed the person's interest and assured attendees the new recruitment process would be completed soon. Recruitment process. Acknowledgements were made of the efforts and passions of trustee Andy Redman, a fierce advocate for the deaf community, who had sadly passed away. Resolution 8, to consider, and possibly give approval for, the option of holding AGMs, general member meetings and trustee business meetings online and in person. Resolution 8 was not voted through, with 5 people voting against it. 7. Current year and plans ahead. Colin gave the following summary. 1. The organization was in a good place. 2. With support from Inclusion Barnett, CDA had become even more assured at promoting the social model of disability and at pushing for the model's vision to be implemented. 3. CDA has a strong mix of services. We provide immediate support while also pressing for society to adapt to the needs of people with conditions. 4. The Greenwood Building. Colin praised the reception team for successfully raising ever more income from our room hire service, including by using hybrid technology. The building is also being well used to carry out work led by disabled people. 8. Questions from members. Concerns were raised about using the word Vanguard in the name of CDA's deaf social group as it cannot be translated into BSL. Colin said he believed the name of the group had been chosen democratically by its members. Questions were asked about CDA's partnership work with other organizations. Colin said we do work with other organizations like Inclusion London and Disability Rights UK. Organizations. 9. Any other business. A member wanted the meeting to record their dissatisfaction with the People Plus direct payment service. This was seconded by Trustee Joy. 10. Closing remarks from the chair. Pat thanked the attendees and his fellow trustees.